little throwback for you here today. I was going through some old footage and came across where it all started for me. What I'm about to show you here is the first buck I ever self-filmed. You're going to want to stick around and see this shot. It is the luckiest shot you'll ever see.
Alright, well, finally got set up. I've been in a tree about 10-15 minutes. I first climb up in a tree, take my backpack off, start to set up my camera equipment. I look back and I already got a doe in the field. So obviously I was a little quieter, slower, more cautious getting everything set up. She's still out there, never did know I was here. I'm really excited about tonight. This stand location that I'm in right now, there is no perfect wind. And what I mean by that is I have had deer come from literally 360 degrees. I have a south wind today, which is as good as you can get in this stand because the vast majority of the deer come from the south. Where I'm at, I'm tucked up in a cedar tree, pretty low to the ground, but I got a lot of background cover, a lot of foreground cover, so I should be in good shape. I am in a slight disadvantage because of the wind, because it's blowing kind of hard. I can't hear very well, and usually I bank on hearing them come because the buck that I'm after almost always comes out 30 yards to my left. Usually I can hear them coming. I can get set up when they come from there and be ready as soon as they pop out at 30 yards. But today I'm just gonna have to be on my toes because I'm probably not gonna hear them. I'm just gonna see them at 30 yards. So we're just gonna have to sit back and see what happens. So 2 days ago when I was here, the buck that I've been after for 2 years, he was in this field for 45 minutes, and for 20 of those minutes he was within bow range of this tree right here. I didn't have the right wind to hunt this stand that day, so if I can get him to come out and do what he did the other day, it'll be lights out. So let's see what happens. Spike came in from directly downwind. Had no idea I was here. I'd say he's probably gonna turn and come out right where I want him to. I don't want to chance that buck coming from downwind, but if he'll do the same thing that little one does and come out right here to my left, be in perfect shape.
Hey, I got the wind I needed. He didn't come out anywhere near where I thought he would, but he just popped up out of the ground, it seemed like, out in the middle of this field. hit him with a couple grunts, and I definitely got his attention, but he was a little skeptical about the situation. He headed over towards the woods. Right before he hit the woods, I hit him with another one, and it was just more than he could take. He had to see what was going on, and here he came on a string. The only problem with calling a deer like that is when you do and they come to the call, they've got you pegged. He knew exactly where I was at. And for 5 of the 15 minutes it took him to come in, he was standing at 30 yards at the base of my tree, staring my tree down. Finally got him to turn broadside, and right as he's turning, I draw and I shoot. And as you can see, something didn't go right. Something went bad wrong, but I got lucky. Guillotined him right across the jugular, and down he went within sight. I didn't realize till the next day when we were taking pictures. I went up in my tree and drew my bow, and that's when I noticed that my upper cam on my bow was hitting a tree limb at full draw. So when I shot it, threw it all over the place. It affected the flight of the arrow and everything. So I couldn't have got any luckier on that deal, and that'll teach me to trim my shooting lanes a little better.
I just shot the exact deer that I came to the stand for. Picked up my binoculars, that's the one I've been after. So I grunted at him. He kind of starts easing my way, but off into the woods. So I grunt at him again, and here he comes. He comes right to the tree, and the only problem with calling to deer like that is they've got you pinpointed. They know exactly where you're at, and I don't know why I'm whispering. He had me pegged right here. We stared each other down for felt like forever. Finally, I get a shot. 30 yards, and he fell at my 50-yard mark that I've been ranging all day. He is laying 50 yards from my tree right now. I am wrecked. Well, 2-year hunt's over for this big boy. Watched him quite a bit last year, and had my first encounter with him this year 2 days ago. And boy, did he fool me. I set up on him to do like he did 2 days ago, and he did the exact opposite. But I guess I outsmarted him this time. Called him in from about 120 yards or so, and boy, that stare down, it had me shook up now. And I just got lucky, because I don't know if it's me or him ducking and wheeling or what, but I didn't hit where I was aiming at. I hit him in the throat there, but that's a fatal shot. I'll take it any day of the week. And as you saw, he died about 50 yards from the tree. Thought he smelled me there for a little bit. He was kind of downwind, but them upwind products, you use them right, they ain't gonna smell you. But still got one more buck tag for Illinois. Let's see if I can get me another one.